54.
Come on, D!
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
Let's go
8
now.
yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing Jones. And his throw here's incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Saquon Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
17-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Bandit.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
We got this.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
54, Mike.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Yes, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Oh, yeah!
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's it, baby.
10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. If that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Come on.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Deep ball for Goodwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Interception, baby, all day.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals.
Defense, let's
and
go.
if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs
and we
later.
got Mike, number 53. Mike, get it.
From the 38, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense
53
at
the
the
mic.
line, ready to
I
begin
got
their
you,
next
Pop.
drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little
Yo,
bit
Trip
now.
is
And I'm going to
here,
take it to
baby.
the basketball
Yo, Trip
world.
is
When
here.
you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
That first
Let's
down
go.
completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard
I'm coming
line.
back. I'm coming back.
Sacked. A loss of 11 yards. And it's third down.
And this will probably be the last play of the
Check,
quarter.
watch 54. Watch 54.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles 7, Giants nothing.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do is they run it here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. It's fielded at the 45. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Go, go, go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Check 13. Check 13.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert.
Come on out here. Come get
But
some.
right now looking at a
Come
3rd
get
and
some.
3.
Come on.
Shotgun
He don't
now
want it.
for Wentz. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more
baby, let's
athletic
go. Get
now
excited. Let's
than
go.
ever
Let's go.
before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes
53.
all along,
53.
but their
Mike,
kicking was
Mike.
so prevalent
Tighten
that
up,
we made them
tighten up.
specialists.
And
Pull
now
together.
those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen,
Jones
watch the
now
screen.
to throw again. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards, good for a giant first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield,
Here we go, G.
if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Mike, 54. I'm coming after you. Hey, Echo. I'm coming after you.
On second and 9, Jones. Wide open receiver complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Ready?
Off the bootleg, Jones. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now Jones. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo.
We played to
It's
win.
a gain of 11 and a giant first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
On second down, here's Barkley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be second and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Ready?
The mic. 53 is the mic.
Quarterback, don't get you.
Second and 5.
Begin to wear you up.
He'll
Don't get
complete this
nervous.
to Ingram as tight end. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Here's Barkley.
Big hit.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line.
They
Only
don't
a
want
yard
it,
on the
fellas.
pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Albrecht Rosas on for the field goal. A 23-yard.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes.
Let's go.
You don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Play action. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Here we go. 20. You don't know no better.
And to give this time to the tailback. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Wildville.
Gray 15. Watch that. Mike 54.
From the gun, it's Wentz.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, the first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the 2nd. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole.
Ready.
See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Jones. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Nice pick.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first, this one from 38. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Right back to him on first down. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown!
A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing.
Here we go.
And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now it's Barkley, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Go! Check. Ready?
Jones from the gun, he'll throw.
Hey, watch the slant.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Ready,
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Man, I got you.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Now this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again. Then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike, 54.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown right there.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. There goes Sterling Shepard. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Get had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
53's Mike. I got him.
2nd and 5 now. Jones, and he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football.
Easy work.
Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Mike 54. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
I'm trying to collect.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
54.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
3 buzz.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
You got him.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
54. No chance. Switch.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
5-4. All day, punk. Switch.
And again, this time to the tailback. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Come off the ball.
Throwing now is Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Back.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 21.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Situation. Let's go.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And it is incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
On play action, Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
That's how we do
Dexter
it. That's how we do
Lawrence
it.
in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Julian Love picks it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will get them one closer. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And a forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Eagles. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down.
Hey, get in the weight room.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 34. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Boy, so... interception, CD, it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to a backup.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Here we go. Pac man. 180.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
53 is
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Check. 53's Mike.
A big
go, Heavy.
offensive
Let's go,
explosion
Heavy.
helped
What you
leading
got?
them
What
to
you got, Heavy?
victory. And
What you
the
got, Heavy?
defensive
Give me
guys,
some.
they're
Give
just
me
saying,
some.
hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Eagles, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.